Well, we, for the first time, are privileged to have Brother Kenny Baldwin with us. And I've been anticipating this for a little over a year, praying for this night, and thankful that he and his wife Bethany, and she's right down here. And I won't make you stand, but just lift your hand and folks will see, and you can greet her afterward. I'm so glad you got to come with Brother Kenny. And Brother Kenny's father started the Crossroads Baptist Church 30 years ago. And Brother Baldwin, you are 32. So he was just a little guy when his dad went there to start that church and grew up in that ministry there. It's the only church that he's known. And Brother Baldwin grew up, and as he was growing up in that church and the ministry of his father, he had an incredible testimony in school. He was involved in a lot of different aspects of that Christian school and fine arts competitions, including singing. We're going to hear him sing in just a little bit. He's proficient in voice and piano and has a love for music. And I've asked him to sing, and we'll hear him sing this week. But he has a passion for preaching. And he currently serves as the youth pastor there and also as the school administrator for their Christian school. And in September, he is going to become the pastor of the Crossroads Baptist Church as they've gone through a 2-year transition there with his father. And so you be in prayer for this church and for Brother Baldwin. I have a feeling that at the end of these 4 days together, that we're going to feel like we know him well. And we're going to be able to pray for him a little bit more intelligently. And I am so thrilled to have him here. As I mentioned, the first time preaching in a church service in New York City, the first time preaching in Brooklyn. I'm glad that it's at International Baptist Church. And he's stepping to the piano. We're going to hear him sing a song that is an incredible song, Jesus Never Fails.
So many souls have tested him throughout the course of time. So many still reach out to him with broken hearts and minds. And every one of them will say, without exception, that they find that Jesus never fails. Even in the days of old, he brought his people through. And then he came to show his love and died for me and you. And then he rose again to prove that every story had been true, that Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus never fails. At times this life brings struggles I find so hard to bear. I know I could not make it without Jesus being there. It's so encouraging to know, however deep you're in despair, that Jesus never fails. So what can I do to prove to you? Tell me, how can you deny? No untold facts, no mysteries. It's all so cut and dry. And on the witness stand of your life, I'll be the first to testify testify that my Jesus never fails. I know Jesus never fails. Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus never fails. You might as well get thee behind me, Satan. You cannot prevail, because Jesus